Hey, what's up? This is Drake here. I was coming about another Elden Ring Nightreigne build video. I was going to go over Duchess this time because some of the new relics in the update they dropped are absolutely crazy. And like I said, I'm the first one to find this, but I found it pretty early, and I do believe it will be fixed. But it's the new Undertaker relic from completing her remembrance quest for the when you beat the final boss with her and you get this. It's the successive attacks boost attack power. Absolutely busted relic, especially for Duchess, who's like the queen of successive attacks. And what it is like 3 tiers, like 7%, 15%, and like 35% at max. And they all have like a different amount of time. Like the first buff stays active the longest, the second one the shortest, and the third one is almost as soon as you stop attacking, it drops off unless you stack a bunch of hits. But yeah, for her, like, if it lock onto the right one of her full attack chains basically does almost max stacks it. So that's max stacks at 97. We started out at 72. Figured up it's around 35%. As you can see, the stacks are ticking back down in order of how long they stay active. And it does actually stack up somehow or another. It has some internal counter. So like the more you attack, it will stay active, I think up to like a minute at max stack if you stack enough of them up. So for her, just absolutely crazy damage. And it really helps because like that damage, the way it's worded, like I think that's another thing they'll fix. It's just attack power. It's not any specific kind. So if you pick up a stave of any kind, you do a couple of attacks with your dagger, you get that bonus on your magic too. So run in, do 3 or 4 hits, get your attack bonus, cast your magic, and get a flat 7, 15, or even 35% damage boost on your spells if you can get them off quick enough. Absolutely broken. Like I would say this is my depths. If you're running depths, I would say this because you have the increased HP. That's it. And from the continuous HP recovery, I believe this has better value on smaller health pool characters because the HP recovery is a set amount that it ticks up. So the smaller the health pool, the better the recovery actually seems to work and the more value you get out of it. And of course, I always got the Evergel in there. I mean, I've got a couple of builds that I'll show that doesn't involve that. But I mean, if you can get 5 to 6 to even 7, if you can get all of them that's on the map, plus this at max stacks, you're looking at a 70% attack bonus if you're at max stacks of both, and which is absolutely crazy. I think she might be one of the strongest characters in the game right now. Like I said, I fully expect to see that be nerfed. I don't think that they thought that through. Like, if I would had to guess, I would say they would change it to stack with the weapons attack speed, so faster weapons will have to do more attacks before the stacks fill, because I believe it was designed for Undertaker, and that's why it's 3 to 4 hits, which is her full combo to get 1 stack, whereas Duchess can basically max proc it in 1 attack combo. Alright, the other one I had put together was a little interesting combo. Like, this one can be swapped out for the one for the HP if you prefer. I mean, if you want to go straight raw damage, I would say this one for melee attack, which is 5%, and the skill attack power for another 20%. And the little FP recovery is kind of nice on her because she does work well with magic weapons too. So this one's work, but you lose 10% HP and you don't have any continuous recovery, so you are a little more squishy. But the other one, and someone can drop it in the comments, I believe they patched this. The other one that I was trying that worked really well is in slot 3. It's from her remembrance quest, and you get the improved dagger attack on this one. This is basically the non-relic or the non-Evergel version, I would say. The dagger attack is flat 10% on daggers. So basically equivalent of running 2 Evergels if you don't want to run that. But the successive dagger attacks reprise events upon nearby enemies, counts on the enemy you're fighting and anything close to it. But I believe before, last time I tested it a long time ago, it had an internal cooldown, and it was only like every so many combos or seconds before you could get it to pop. But now, as you can see in the training area, it ticks every single time you finish a combo. As you can see, it just stacked again. Like, it stacks so quickly that you can honestly stack it before the other one has time to wear off. It's like they remove the internal cooldown on it, so now it just pops every time you hit that last hit. And you don't even have to, if I can get her to not hit, you don't even have to hit all the hits. As long as you hit the last hit, it still pops the rewind on it. And not only does it do your damage, but it does everyone else's damage in the group. Plus, it does anything around you. And I did one run with the new Scholar and paired with his ultimate, which ties all the enemies together. When that rewind happens, anything that's close to the first enemy you're fighting gets absolutely destroyed because it gets double stacks of the rewind put on it. So yeah, it's really strong. I would say, you know, if you don't want to run the Evergel relic, this was a really, really strong option. And like I said, I believe they patched it because I'm pretty sure before it didn't function that way. It wouldn't reprise every time you hit that last hit. Now, I mean, honestly, you could just be attacking out in the middle of nowhere and just make sure the last hit lands, and you'll always be copying all your teammates' damage consistently, not counting that your skill works this way too. So, I mean, this one's super strong. Like I said, you lose 10% from not having the constant health regen relic on and improved HP, but if you feel comfortable with it, go for it. But yeah, like I said, I expect this relic will be fixed, so use it and abuse it before they get around to it, because I don't think that they actually intended for it to be used on other characters who had such a fast attack rate. And I mean, another bonus with Duchess that I think is like she gets the improved Dagger combo, and also she gets improved stamina consumption. So you can do that full combo without consuming your entire stamina bar very easily, unlike you can on basically any other character. So that's why I think it's probably best in class for her, because she hits that stamina reduction because it's kind of her kit. So successive attacks can be done and still have enough stamina to evade out of the way when you need to. But that's it. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you want to see more of the content, if you like what you see, drop a sub, man. It really helps the channel out. If I've missed anything, or if you know of something better, drop it in the comments. I always love to improve my builds. And as always, thanks for watching.